This is episode 67 of RV Dream Makers, and in this episode we are at Kofa National Wildlife for the first time ever when we were in Arizona. And when we were there, we met these Canadians, and it was Sue and Doug and their golden retriever Wyatt, and we did a hike back to the tanks in this area.
And then we did it a second time with them.
Yeah, we did the hike once by ourselves, and then we did it a second time with them. We also got drone footage of the place that we stayed, the Boondocking site. It's a great site, but it was windy a lot. We had to battle a lot of wind. But it's just been a bad winter in Arizona.
And then we visited the tent show again. We got a little bit of footage of that inside the tent.
The big courtside RV show. So anyway, we hope you enjoy this episode.
It's a very well-trained German Shepherd, if you can see that on the camera. He's got it like a thing, and you let him go, and he didn't
I didn't know we were still recording.
Very well-trained. Okay. So we left our fifth wheel and we walked up the road, and then there's this road, and it's kind of a trail. You can drive it, but we're walking it, and it's back to some tanks. So it'll end up being a little over 8 miles because we had to walk a mile up the road to get to this road. So it's pretty cool this morning, and the wind right now is at our backs, which is nice, but hopefully it dies down before we go back.
And this is the Kofa Wildlife Refuge.
Yeah, which is, where we're staying. And then tomorrow, hopefully we're gonna drive up and find another hike that's like 1.2 miles, drive up the road further and find that one, and just keep doing, like, exploring this area. It's really a beautiful area. And the guy that's next to us that we met said that Kofa stands for King of Arizona. So, and apparently you can see wild bighorn sheep in here, and wild burros, some people have said that they've seen. So anyways, it's a beautiful area. It's a pretty morning. It would be perfect if the wind would just stop. The wind's just pretty cool, and sometimes it's blowing pretty hard. So we made it at the end of the road. I love that saguaro up there. Look at that saguaro just growing, and with the backdrop of those mountains, it's so cool. But now we're on the trail. We made it to the end of the road, so it should just be a short hike to the tanks. We're not even sure what those are, so I will video when we get to the end. So we came across this one. We're trying to find the end of the trail, but we came across this pretty good body of water here. Kind of crazy. So we're trying to find the end of the trail. So we found the other one. This one's kind of cool. It's got a hole right there. But here's the other tank. And then it goes down. And then that other one we saw was right over there. So this is the other tank. So it's pretty crazy how they hold water like this. So we made it to the end, and we are 4.68 miles one way. So pretty awesome views. Okay, so I came a little further because my all trail said I wasn't to the end, and I found another one that I came down into. It's so cool. Look at all this water, which of course it's rained since we've been here, but it's pretty neat. There's like a little cave back in there, and look at this. That is so crazy. So neat. Wow. So amazing. But that's blooming. And the view back through there. And then the other one is, like, I guess it fills here and then it runs and then goes down to that other one down through there. So okay, so we're headed back out now. So we found 4 tanks. So there's quite a bit of water. You could definitely see where the bighorn sheep would want to hang out around here, but so far we haven't seen any, unfortunately. But definitely an awesome hike, and so neat that it's right at, we can just come from our 5th wheel. So we are headed back.
80% of the people.
So we're on our way back, and just look at that lush green grass, because there's one of the tanks back there. But it's so crazy. And then there's this, and this here. And there's grass growing down there, but it's just so funny to see that out here in the starkness. And you would think the bighorn sheep would hang here and have this eaten down like crazy. But now we got to go across these rocks. kind of slick. So we're on our way out, and so these choyas, I love the choyas, even though they're horrible. You can't, yeah. But anyways, I guess they drop, and I've seen them drop before, but then they create little babies. So I guess that's how they reseed, is by dropping, and then it reseeds, and they turn brown, the ones that they're going to drop, and I guess that's their fruit right there. But this one's got lots of babies and some drop ones. And I think those are still loose, but I guess they could take root too. But it's got quite a few babies growing up and over there. So I love the choyas. Not to touch them, but there's a lot of them out here. Those mountains out that way are just gorgeous, which we're kind of behind a hill now with them, but they're so pretty. They got different colors of red in them. They kind of remind me of Sedona. So, but this is definitely a very pretty area. The wind's kind of to our faces now, so that kind of stinks, but it's still gorgeous. So we're on the main road and about to finish up. Our fifth wheel's just through there. So the wind's still hitting us in the face. We ended up with there's the Kofa sign over there. We ended up with, by the time we get there, we'll end up with a little bit over 9 miles, so according to my Fitbit, so that might be overshooting it a little bit, but it was a neat hike. Go ahead.
Okay, we're at Quartzsite. Came back from last year. This is our second time being here. We already spent time on going through all the RVs. Now we're going into the tent. See all the booths and everything.
It's huge. It's not really. Like, it's big, I guess, but compared to like Tampa and Hershey, Pennsylvania, it's not. But a lot of people come through here and stuff, so.
Oh yeah, they have a lot. There's
a lot of people come to this, I guess I should say.
In Quartzsite, 1 million people a year come down here. And the whole valley's full of hundreds of thousands of RVs. And then they got so many RV parks everywhere also. So
we just moved to one. How far up the road is it? Like
probably 13 miles.
So we're doing laundry and coming by here, so. There's the big tent. So this is inside the tent. We actually just stopped at a, I just did Brown's Candy. I owe him every year. He does salted caramel and toffee. They're so good. And then we stopped at, we came back, we were here Monday, but we came back because this ladies were telling us we could get 3 nights free at an RV park, and Jody wouldn't stop, and I'm like, this is crazy. We should stop and see what it is. And it's truly 3 nights free. Like, they just want you to go and enjoy the park, and then they're hoping you come back. So I'm glad that we stopped and looked at it, because now we have 3 nights. So anyway, so this is just a lot of booths and vendors, and they give stuff away and stuff. So we came back to the tanks because this couple that we met from Canada are meeting us back here. They're driving back, and we walked to get our miles in. But I climbed up this trail that I saw people climbing. There's like a cave down there, and then Jody would have a heart attack, but I could make it up that. But anyway, so this is just another area. We're waiting for them to get back here, so I got to explore this. The trail starts back in there. There's a truck back there, but it starts back in there. They might be camping. There was people camping there before, but anyway, so going back to the tanks and getting our miles in. This is Wyatt we brought back to the pools. He's loving them. Oh my goodness, Wyatt. Oh. And look at the green grass. Isn't that crazy?
What?
No, don't pick up. He's still swimming.
Jumps off here in here.
Oh, God. Kids, they probably crawl right around to that edge.
He is just going like crazy.
Them guys back there at the truck were telling me they were here 25 years ago.
Wow.
And the old guy there. And he said that they went and checked today, but when he was here 25 years ago, not 150 yards from where they were at, there was a bunch of those, you know, how they...
We're leaving Kofa, getting ready to go to a campground to do laundry and clean out tanks. It's been awesome here. And then we're going to go to Saddle Mountain, and Devin's flying in.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe. We've met a lot of neat people along the way. Since then, Sue and Doug were the first of many that we'll have on here in the next coming months. We've met a lot of new friends, mostly all from Canada, and some old friends come out and visit. But right now, we are back in Arizona after being in Vegas for a long time, and we had some problems in Utah. The place we were supposed to boondock was basically flooded. It was a muddy mess. It's rained up there for days and days. It snowed on us coming to this spot, so we came back down to Arizona. We're actually only about 20 miles from the Utah border, and we're going to be hanging around Kanab. Our good friends Scott and Lori Jennings from Wisconsin are coming down.
That we met 2 years ago.
And we met
hiking.
up with them last year, and they come down every year vacationing. So we're meeting up with them on this coming Friday and going to do some hikes and interesting things around Kanab. We found a lot of neat stuff. So that's going to be neat. And pretty much that's it for right now. It is, what is the date? March 25th? March 25th. And it's still cold. We came through a blizzard to get here, but
chilly here.
We found a great RV park, campground, whatever you want to call it. It's only $126 for 7 nights and 8 days.
And it's a pretty good location. It's not super close to stuff, but it's within the vicinity of quite a few things. So, and we'll talk about it on once we get to this video.
Right.
So,
all right, remember, God loves you, but only Jesus can save you.
see ya.
Bye.